what is the downside? Well, what is the downside? And I ask it in the context of mentioning the word think, Shawn, because I'm guilty of it too. And I've been able to govern myself and recalibrate my relationship to how I use AI and how we use it in the company, the Keynote curators here, is it's not doing the thinking for you. And it's not going to make decisions and take the responsibility. So you have to think about where are the bottlenecks, as you mentioned, where are the slowdowns, where is the repetition, where are the things that can be optimized or streamlined. But that requires thinking from the intimacy of one knowing their own organization. And then you instruct and guide it, right? But you have to use your head to do that. And it requires some imagination and creativity. Is
Yep.
there a downside to it? I see people use it as a crutch and it almost atrophies creativity and imagination.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. It is going to atrophy creativity and imagination. And I'm guilty of it too. Let's say pre-generative AI, in order to get to a particular location, I use Google Maps. Before, back in the day, I used to be the curator of all the newest music. I would go on Napster and LimeWire and find like all the greatest hip hop and rap songs. And now I just get Spotify to give me what the top 10 are.
Mm.
I used to love going to Blockbuster and going with my brother and figuring out, what the best, movies might be. But now we just go to Netflix and tells me what, 1 to 10 really is. And so every single category of our life, an algorithm can make it easier. And in some ways, that's made it better. And in many ways, it's lost the soul of what it means to get lost and not have a Google map and, enjoy, trying to find your way back to a particular location. And actually, you develop incredible skill sets when you do that. And so absolutely, people are going to be relying on, and I do it all the time, relying on AI to get the decision at your fingertips. And it removes the friction of learning that particular thing or doing a particular thing. And so absolutely is going to destroy critical thinking skills in many ways. And so I still believe in being a specialist in a particular area. I believe in understanding a domain incredibly well, being a world-class practitioner in something.
Yeah.
And so going deep is going to be incredibly important because AI is going to make it easy for everyone. And the other thing I would say is that, we also don't have to know everything. And we don't have to be a practitioner and a deep specialist in everything too. And that's an incredible advantage. I've built my entire career on the internet. I've built applications, I built platforms, I've made money on the internet. I could not tell you right now how the internet works. Is there a satellite? Is there a computer? Is there like a thing? I don't know. I just go on to
Right.
Google and I just boop, and it works. And I've been using it for almost my entire life, right? And it just works. And so I don't need to be a practitioner in the internet to use it and to leverage it and and the same thing with AI. I mean, there's some things that you have to know intimately well, and there's some things that you can get AI to know well. So it's a blessing and a curse. And I think this is going to be an important skill set as we move into the future is understanding where do we need to go deep and where do we just need AI to just surface the best results for us. I mean, I'm assuming you're doing the same thing, right? We just blindly, we don't realize that, when you can tap a button and get something delivered to your door, to groceries or restaurants, you don't discover the best restaurants or, how to navigate a grocery store or all this because you have it, at your fingertips. So that efficiency loses, you lose context, you lose trust, you lose the meat, you lose getting lost.